Hello everybody, what's going on? I am back with another video here on my second channel. Today is Tuesday, August 6, 2024. The time right now is currently 6:30 p.m. And yeah, today I'm going to do a rant on having a job you don't want just to survive in life. And yeah, that is something that I can't stand. Like, we all have to work eventually, right? But here's the problem. Us autistic people go through issues with that. Because for one, people like me have social anxiety. People like me have short-term memory loss. People like me are incredibly shy, and we feel uncomfortable being around other people that we don't even know. And like, we're brought into the world and we're expected to do things that we don't want to do. We didn't even ask to be brought in the world, but we gotta do those things. Like, why? It's so unfair. Like, for example, like, let's say you have a job, you got to go to work early in the morning, and you're sound asleep in your bed, right? You're asleep, and like, you got to get up because you have work. Like, screw that. Like, I could have been sleeping in, sound asleep. I could have been sleeping so well, especially, but then I have to get up because I got to go to work. And, like, not to mention I got to get ready. I have to shower. I have to, put deodorant on, I have to get dressed, I have to do my hair, I have to brush my teeth, I gotta do all of that stuff before I even, head out the door to go to work, I mean, those responsibilities are understandable, but, like, having to go to work, like, especially if you have a job out of town and it takes you a while to get there, you gotta get up even earlier, like, God, like, screw that, like, I wanna sleep. That's why if I ever got a job in the future, it'd be something maybe later on in the day so I don't gotta get up so freaking early, even though I don't want to work in general. But yeah. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, like, I remember I had a work experience last year. Remember the CVS work experience? Well, before that, I was going to actually do some landscaping. It was going to be from 7:15 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I quit before I even started doing that job because I knew I was not going to like it. It was going to be hot. It was going to be miserable. Not to mention there was going to be other people I was traveling with, and that would have definitely triggered my social anxiety problems. So yeah, I just quit that before, and that's what led me to the stupid CVS work experience. But I had a work experience I had to do, and I had to get paid money some way, so I did the CVS for a little while until I ended up hating that as well, and I also quit that. But yeah, at least I was able to make like $200, the max, which was a good amount of money at least, because yeah, it helped a little bit, but still, like, the job was miserable and it took out my summer vacation. Yeah, screw that. Like, honestly, I don't want to work during the summer, because the summer is my time to have fun and do what I want, but no, I have to work and have a stupid job because these people are trying to pressure me to do something I don't want, which is wrong. Like, how about I do that when I want to, not when you want me to? Like, respect my boundaries, respect my space, respect what I want to do during the summer, like, respect my plans, like, it's honestly unfair to me how I have to do something I don't want just for your pleasure. Like, that upsets me. Like, I'll push myself out of my comfort zone when I'm ready to, not when you want me to. Like, come on, that's over the top. Like, yeah, like, we're born without our own permission, and yet we're expected to go to work and go through a job we don't want, which, and, it feels like an eternity too, not to mention. Like, let's say the job is only like 3 hours long, but it feels more like it's 10 hours long. Like, I had to deal with that. Like, it's not fun. Like, you want it to end, but it's not ending. It feels forever until the job ends. And that's what I hate about life. Like, why does time have to go by really fast when you're having fun, but it goes by slow when you're not enjoying something? Like, I hate that. Like, you're having fun, time flies. You're not having fun, time drags. Screw that. I wish it was the opposite. Like, how about time can fly when we're not enjoying something, and it goes by slower when we are, enjoying something? Like, if we're enjoying something, like, it doesn't end right away. But if we hate something, it ends quicker. Like, that's how I wish it was. But no, it's got to be vice versa. Like, screw that crap. Like, God. It's like, I don't want a stupid, boring job to feel like it's not ending. Like, come on, screw that. Screw that crap, man. It's unfair. And we're expected to deal with that, really? God, people are just so unsympathetic. Like, if we don't want to deal with that, how about you can respect that? Like, I just want to do what makes me happy. And heck, that might even include, like, a job that I enjoy. Like, heck, maybe, you know, vacuuming people's houses or something, like, or detailing cars. Like, those are jobs that I like to do. And heck, even landscaping. But the problem is, like, we don't get a break when we want. We only get a break when, you know, our break time comes, which is stupid. Like, yeah, screw that. And, you know, another thing that sucks about having a job, and another reason why I wouldn't want to have a job, is because you might have a boss that's ignorant to you, and I kind of had to deal with that myself last year during my work experience, where I got criticized because I didn't wear a watch. I got criticized because I was on my break for too long. Like, come on now. For one, not everyone wears watches and jewelry, and second of all, like, yeah, like, I had my phone on me. Well, not on the first day I was there, but still. Like, there's no reason to be hard on me. That is very disrespectful. Like, what if somebody's hard on you? It's very, very, very rude and disrespectful to do that. Why is it so hard for you to be easy on us? That's all we're asking. Be easy on us. Why is that so difficult? Like, come on, like, it's so stupid, you know? Like, that's also part of why we don't want to work. Like, we don't want to deal with a boss being ignorant. Like, stop being so rude and disrespectful. Like, be nicer. Being hard on people just, it brings you to hell. Because, yeah, like, really, it's wrong, it's unnecessary, it's stupid, and yeah, like, that's also obviously another reason why, you know, we don't want to work. It's, you know, we have to suffer through all these things. We have to suffer through it, and we don't even get the paycheck right away. Like, we gotta wait a little while until we get our paychecks, you know, like, sometimes they're even bi-weekly, which means they're every other week, and yeah, like, screw that. Like, it would be nicer maybe if we got paychecks every day, but no, we don't. We only get them, like, every once in a while, which is stupid. Like, I don't know why we don't get them more often, but yeah. Like, come on, like, all we want to do in life is just do what makes us happy. Like, why do we have to go through something we don't want just to make you happy? Like, that I don't get. You know, it's unfair to us humans how we have to deal with that, and, you know, we have to suffer and be miserable and just unhappy, and it feels like it's never ending. It feels like, it almost feels like it's non-stop continuous work. It's not ending. Like, we gotta keep on dealing with it until it's finally over with when we get, you know, to go home or whatever. Like, I want to have a job where I don't want to end my shift. Like, I want a job to be like, oh, it's over, aw, too bad, I was enjoying this, I don't want it to end. Like, that's how a job should be, rather than being like, oh, thank God this is over with. That sucked. I'm happy to be out of here. I'm walking out the door. I can't wait to go home, you know? I mean, that's how most jobs are, which is ridiculous. Like, I want it to be the opposite of that. Like, I want to enjoy what I'm doing. You know, it's unfair. Like, and, like, not to mention, I have job sites I gotta go through, and some job sites I don't even like. And I understand they want us to have experience. I understand that. For example, CVS work experience, that was definitely an experience. I didn't like it, but it was still experience. But still, like, it makes me miserable. I don't want to do it. Why can't you respect that? I just want to be happy. I don't want to have to deal with something that I don't want to do. Like, it's unfair. I didn't ask for that, but yet I have to be exposed to it, and freaking it ruins my day, and it makes me stressed out. Like, come on. Like, how on earth is that fair to me? You know, like, come on now, people. How is that fair? Like, give me a job site that I want to do, something that I enjoy. You know, like, that's, it's unfair. Just, no wonder my life is miserable because of that crap, Like, come on now. Like, you don't gotta teach people that crap. Like, just, even though it sucks in general, like, let us deal with it on our own. Like, we don't need your input on it. Even though, like, before I get a job, I'm gonna make sure it's a job that I enjoy doing, not something I don't want to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I just don't understand why we're pressured to do that when we don't want to do it. Like, it's unfair. Like, you're not teaching people anything. You're just making them miserable. You're making them upset. And you're probably ruining their day. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. Like, let us choose, like, where we want to work. And just, yeah. So I'm tired of people, setting things up for us. Like, what if we don't like it and we gotta deal with it because they assigned it to us? Like, screw that. Like, we should have that choosing instead, not them. It's honestly so ridiculous, and I get so sick and tired of it. Like, I want to do what makes me happy. I want to look forward to something. I don't want to be like, oh, come on, I don't want to do this. Like, I want to be looking forward. I want to be excited. I want to be happy. That's how I want to feel about a job. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be like, oh, come on, I don't want to go here. I don't want to do this. Oh, now my day is going to be rough. Like, yeah, like, I don't want to feel that way. Come on now, I want to be happy. I want to be looking forward to a certain job. Like, I want to be, I want to be optimistic and totally excited for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's, yeah, that's what I want. But no, sometimes, like, I understand sometimes we have to be flexible. That is understandable, even though sometimes that sucks too, but that is an exception, because sometimes things are out of other people's control and you can't do much about that. So flexibility is something I can definitely tolerate. Even though it still might be a job site that I don't want to go to, but it's only for one day and they have no choice, that I can accept. But if it's something that I'm forced to do just so, they're pleased, that is something I have an issue with. Like, that is unacceptable right there. Like I get people want us to have experience. I get that. But don't pressure us through something that we don't want to do. It's honestly not being respectful. It's, it's being rude and disrespectful, and it's being ignorant. Like you're going to ruin a person's day. You're going to mess someone's day up. But yeah. I already talked about that too much, so I'm not going to mention it furthermore. But yeah, you already get the point. Like, we just want to do something. We want to have a job that we love to do. We want to, like, heck, even, like, one job I'd really want is to become a woodshop teacher. But I can't do that because I need a degree for it. I need a license for it, which is freaking stupid. Like, having knowledge from taking it as a class isn't enough. You got to go to college for it. You got to have a degree for it, and you gotta have a license for it. Like, come on, like, that is so retarded. Like I really want to become a woodshop teacher because that is something I have a huge passion for, and yeah, but I can't do that yet until I get a license. Like, I don't want to have to wait a couple years to do that. Like, I want to do it right now, It's so dumb. Like, maybe waking up in the morning early for a job I like wouldn't be as bad. Because, again, I'd be looking forward to it. But if it's a job I don't want, then forget it. Like, seriously, forget that. So, yeah, this is my video. I'm sure you'll agree. And, yeah. So, the average people need to learn to stop being judgmental. You don't know how we feel inside. You have no clue. You like it, good for you, but you don't know it makes us miserable. So, put yourselves in our shoes. That's all you gotta do. It's not that hard. So, yeah. Have a great day, folks. Dale Sister Man signing off. I'm trying to rant on my second channel more often now, since I have a decent amount of space. So, yeah, stay tuned for the next ranting video, which will be in a couple days. I will talk to you guys later. Have an awesome rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time of the day you're watching this. So, yeah, folks. We'll see you later. Psh.